Welcome to Matchmove For Production by VFX Tutors. I'm Josh, and in this video we'll be continuing with the shot MM001. In this part we'll be importing our camera into Maya and getting it ready to be used.
Okay, so we've opened up Maya, so our first thing that we want to do is import our camera. So if we go up to the top left and go File, Import, and if we navigate to where we've saved our camera mount script, which is garden table via one mount, and if we click Import, we can see in our object browser we have this scene file now. So the first thing that we'll do, we'll double click and change this to MM for Matchmove. Then if we click on the little cross and open it up, we can see that we've got our sequence camera in here with all our keyframes, and then we've got this camera here at the origin, which is our lens camera. We can go ahead and delete this, we do not need that anymore. So now if we go up to here where it says panels, click on it, click on perspective, and if we click on our camera here, we'll now look for our camera. So we're looking for a camera. It's quite laggy because it brings in the image sequence that we tracked with. So what we need to do, we need to swap it out for our undistorted half-res plate. So if we click on the camera here to select our camera, then if we go to Attribute Editor up on the right, what we can do, if you click on this arrow to the right once here, to the top right in your shape, and select Image Plane Shape. So what we can do, if we change our alpha gain to 0.7 to make it a little bit more opaque, and if we click on this folder here, we now want to navigate to our undistorted plate that we just rendered out. So if we just select the first one, you can select anyone, it doesn't make any difference. Click Open, click Use Image Sequence. So now if we scrub for our timeline, it's working really fast, and everyone's going to be able to work with this setup because everything's running quick, smooth. Any animators or anyone that put anything in there, it will just work really easy. So the last thing we need to do, we need to scroll down to placement and change our depth to 1. And now we can import our set geo. So we go File, Import, go to our garden table data package, click on set geo, click on garden table set geo obj, import that in. Now if we click on our shading up at the top, we can click on wireframe unshaded. Now we can see our geo lining up perfectly with our image sequence. So we go to our perspective, and say you're working here, doing any animation, you know for a fact if you have anything walking across here, it's always going to stick in the plate. And this is one of the most important things when you have to do Matchmove, is making sure that your cameras work perfectly with the layout set geo. This is why through this entire course, most of these cameras are going to be pretty much doing perfect lineups, then tracking afterwards. They're not going to be super complicated, but if you can get that lineup perfect, your cameras will work extremely well. And that's pretty much it. So if you're just using this for your Matchmove reel, it's great, you can play blast this out, or you can do it through the other way that I screenshot through 3DE, or if you're planning to use it for a personal project, it's great because you have all the data that you need for it as well. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on this shot, and I'll see you again on the next shot.